if you're 18, 19, even 20, just like me, and you're working, you need to watch this video. And don't stay at that entry level dead end job until you finish this video. My name's Izuku. I make self improvement content and I'm living proof of what I'm about to say. So please stick around to the end. And if I miss anything out or if I've said anything that didn't make sense, please let me know in the comments. I respond to everything. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. So I just got some bullet points here, but basically, young entrepreneur, young men, mostly not entrepreneur, but like a lot of young men, just young boys, 18, 19, we get into like entry level jobs. We're working in that warehouse, we're working at McDonald's, we're working at Target, and we stay there for way too long. We overstay our due or whatever it's called. If you are working at a job and you stay there for like more than 2 years, like especially in your early life, I feel like you are doing yourself a disservice. You could argue with me in the comments about it, but like life's all about choice. And I'll tell you a quick story. Like when I was a kid, my dad, he had this one friend, and my dad would kind of make jokes about him. He'd be like, that nigga can't hold down a job. He has a new job like every month or so, which was like kind of true. But then my dad also said something else that kind of made sense to me about him. So like he had his own reasons about like why he had a job hop. I could make another video about like kind of that topic, not related to him. Basically, he had so much experience on his resume. My dad was like telling me, he's like, he could get any job he wanted. He could be a bodyguard at the dispensary, any security club. He could be an accountant. He could fucking just work at any store. He had plenty of options. He could go into sales. Like he literally did every single job that was available because he was just switching jobs every couple of months. So he had a lot of skills to put on his resume. If he got kicked out of one company, he would not have issue going to another company that was like, desperate to have his skills. I don't recommend staying getting a job every 2 months. Like he had his reasons, but for us, people, 1 year of experience is just enough. Me, I've been at the same job for 3 years, almost 3 years, unfortunately. When I started there when I was 18, I was so attached to the number. I was like, I'm making fucking 20 an hour. Ooh, fucking life's so great. My first job when I got it when I was like 15, my pay, like hourly pay was like 10 something an hour. So, at this point in my life, I was doubling what I was making, 5 years ago. And I got too comfortable to that number because in this job, like, what am I doing? Fucking around with boxes, making pallets, filling up trailers. Like, I'm not doing shit. And, like, not doing, like, useful shit. Like, if I were to make a resume, what would I put on my resume? Could work under pressure. Teamwork. I'd have to stretch it out, but, that's not really a appealing resume. So luckily, I moved up to a trainer, and because I moved up to, I only went after one position. I could have went after like many more because it is easy to move up in the company, but I was avoiding responsibility because I said it too many times on this channel. I was wanting to just play video games, so I'd work 20 hours a week and then go home, play League of Legends, New World, fucking all the games. I could go on for hours. So that's why I only went after one promotion. But thankfully from the promotion, because I train people, I could say on my resume, I'd be like, well, I communicate with people daily and I have leadership abilities and, I'm able to, I could stretch that out. But because I'm at the same company, I'm so limited to like what I could put on my resume now that I'm trying to jump into a different industry. I would have been much better off so imagine this basically. For each job that you have for like a year, it's gonna give you 3 skills. Let's just say that. If you work at McDonald's, you're not really learning shit. You're learning, you could say customer service and working under pressure. But other than that, you're not learning much from that. If you were to go to like a higher position, like a CEO, all the skills you would have, obviously from being a CEO would be probably measurable from what the fuck you could fill out on your resume if you like were a CEO. But that's like an extreme example. And so is McDonald's, So if you were to just get a bunch of entry level jobs, especially early on in your career, you know, entry level IT, entry level sales, entry level marketing, just fucking entry level bookkeeping, you know, go work a year in fast food, you know, that's what we all have to do probably to start off, a year in fast food or at our local grocery store, you know, some shit like that. And then, you know, we move on to the other entry level skills. But if you stay at a company for too long, you're not getting that many skills to, you know, add up. And the thing, like the reason why this video is also for entrepreneurs as well as people who want jobs, and only the serious like entrepreneurs kept watching, it's like fresh out of high school, you know, I'm not talking about like entrepreneurs who are older and more successful than me. I'm talking about like us younger entrepreneurs, you know, 18, 17, even if you're like 16, you're still in high school. We have no skills to run a business. We have no clue how to run a business. We would have to do a lot more work trying to figure out how business works rather than if we would just go get a job that would teach us like, you know, some core basics of business. Like if you never worked a job, you don't really kind of know how business works. And then there's like multiple levels, like, you know, sales, HR, like so much shit that I don't even know because, like I said, I'm so inexperienced myself. So that's why I'm like currently applying to other jobs, but I'm facing a lot of difficulty because, you know, the resume is lacking because I've only been at this one job for 3 years. Like I have company loyalty. Company loyalty is like hardly rewarded. I forgot who said that. I don't know if it's like Ryan Scribner or if it's from like Rich Dad Poor Dad, but company loyalty is hardly rewarded. You're much better off just going out, getting experience, you know. Like imagine you like spend like one of my friends, he got his fucking real estate license. He said it takes like 100 hours of classes that you do online. Got his real estate license, you know, fucked around in real estate for a little bit. He could put that on his resume. Like, just think about like what skills you actually need to go forward in life. That's kind of like what the point of this video is. So like if you've been at McDonald's, you've been at Walmart for like over a year and you haven't even tried to get promoted to like manager yet or something like that, what you need to do is just look for a different entry level job in a different industry. I gave you a few examples earlier, you know, entry level IT, entry level sales, entry level marketing, you know, entry level bookkeeping, you know, just go do something else. You know, that life is too short for you to just be stuck at one dead end job for like the rest of your life. Just think about that. When it's crazy to think because like as a trainer right now, I'm training a lot of people who have been training like a lot of you know, younger people, like 18, 19-year-olds. It's crazy to see, like I was once that 18, 19, like that 18, then 19-year-old. Now I'm 20, I'm coming up on 21 and I'm still at the same company. And like when I first joined my job, everybody was like, oh, you're so young. And now I'm training people who are like younger than me and it creeps up on you. It's like, damn, you're getting old fast. And the thing is about that is like, I remember looking back on my life one day, it was probably like when I turned 20 or 19, yeah, it was my 19th birthday. After I was 18, worked at my job for a year. I remember I turned 19, I got off work, I went to go see like my dad, and he was like, so how's it feel being 19? I was just like, it's been a year, and I'm at the same job, same house, same car, same, like, the light, like, and I was having that realization at that moment, like, you know, time's fucking going, guys. Like, there is no time to be wasting, and I've already wasted 3 years at that company. I got all I needed from that I could have got all I needed from that company from just accepting this promotion right here, and then, you know, just working there for like 8 months in a year. Then I could have moved on. And if I would have done that, if I needed to get a different job now, I would have way more skills on my resume than I would currently. And I just believe that finding a job would be easier if like I just had more skills to fill a role that somebody is looking for. Because obviously I didn't go to college. And like when you look at like all these higher level jobs, it's either gonna say bachelor's or master's degree required, like the high level jobs, or 2 or 3 years experience of like some shit. So like if you want to get that high paying salary job, and for a lot of you entrepreneurs, I'm I'm still gonna live it first, so, but like I'm gonna say it this. So like take this, like do your research before you believe what the fuck I'm about to say, because like I'm still trying to do it myself, and I have not done it. So that's a disclaimer right there. But learn sales and become a good salesman. And like I like you would think like it blew my mind because I used to think like fucking 80K was a lot of money, and once you find out like if you're just a good salesman, you could make six figures in any company, almost any company, depending if it's like a good deal. But if you just become good at sales, you want to be an entrepreneur, that is a skill you're going to need. So like that's what I'm following, but I'm not going to get too deep into that. Like I said, I haven't even done it yet, so I'm still trying to apply to sales, and that's like the issue I'm having right now. Like kind of the point of this video. I've been at one job ever since I was 18, only accepted one promotion, limited skills to put on my resume, kind of hard to jump to a different industry without like accepting some of like the shittiest jobs, you know, some scam jobs, or jobs that just are commission only, or jobs that are like drive overnight, spend 5 days here in like this town, go back home for 2 days. It's like it's really hard to jump into the industry, you know, entry level. So that's why it's good to do it while you're young, you know, do it while you're young and while you have nothing to lose. So when later comes, if something were to happen to your industry, like the world's always changing, you know, AI just came out, like an industry can become obsolete because of AI, like because of that, just because of the development of it. But we don't know that yet. So I'm pretty dumb. Don't listen to me. But like if your industry gets wiped out because of a fucking innovation that was like created, you know, such as AI, what the fuck are you gonna do? Well, you better have experience to like go hop somewhere else, or you better be like ready to adapt with the market as it like happens, and you better be like prepared. So I'm gonna make sure I'm prepared by not becoming stuck in the same job, because like honestly, even if I did move up to manager and then like the manager above that, it'd be like, okay, I have experience, you know, fucking around boxes, working under pressure, communicating with people. Now I learned how to manage people. Ooh, I learned how to manage a warehouse. Okay. I learned how to manage the managers of a warehouse. Okay, it's like, okay, now where can I go? I could go to another warehouse that's probably in the same industry, or I can go to Walmart, be a manager there, or I could go to fast food, be a manager there. Like it's like moving up in this in the company that I'm just in, you know, is just I don't see any success from it. So it took me literally 3 years to realize this, and I hope that you guys could kind of, if you are in a similar situation where you're like, you're working at Walmart or it's like fucking Costco or some shit, and you're realizing like the job's not going to teach you any skills, like you're not getting any trainings or anything like that. But you know, like that's what you kind of want. Like imagine if you're at a company that's filling dead end, go to a company, like look out for better companies. Like companies will invest in you, give you the training, and then boom, you put the training on your resume and you're already just a better worker. You get any job you want, and it's like life's about choice. You don't have to fucking work the job if you want. Use the job. Don't let the job use you, you know. I'm trying to use the job just to learn sales so I can further my entrepreneurship, but I'm kind of rambling on there. The fucking I already closed the book. Like I'm not even talking from my notes anymore. Throw that shit across the room, but yeah, I was gonna make the other video today. If you watch the Sunday vlog, I was talking about doing less things, but I feel like when I scripted out the video, I was kind of like pretending to teach it to somebody, which is kind of a way how you can learn something better, you know, teach it to somebody. That's how you learn like the next level. So when I was like kind of scripting it out and, you know, teaching it to the past version of me, I was kind of realizing I wasn't even applying it right. So I didn't feel like it was right for me to make the video. So that's why I didn't make it today. And you guys probably won't see it this week. I'm gonna apply it to my life more because I'm really serious. I don't want to just come up with random bullshit that I get off the internet and then try to spew it back to you guys. Like I find things that work, I apply them to my life, and then, you know, if it works, I give them back to you. And then I'm also showcasing my journey on my vlogs on the weekend, you know, Saturday and Sunday. But other than that, just do something productive today, guys. You know, if you don't have a resume yet, make a fucking resume. It'll make you realize you either have a lot of skills or you don't have jack shit and you might have some work to do. And if you really want to be an entrepreneur, you're fresh out of high school, you have no skills, bro. Just accept it, all right? Other than, like, okay, but other than that, for real, do something productive today. I'm fucking tired. I just got off of work. That's why I look like a fucking zombie, bro. I need to go wash my face, but catch you guys up later. Peace out.